So today we're going to be talking about Weston McKennie and his recent struggles as of late. Weston McKennie was recently at the top of the summit. I mean, the kid was celebrating a move to Juventus, won some hardware there, obviously, came over for the USMNT this past summer, took action, took part of the CNL, and obviously was part of the success as well. He won some hardware here too, was a leader on and off the field. Everything was going great for this kid until now. First, he violated some protocols with the USMNT, not once but twice, and that led to him actually leaving this World Cup qualifier window. Took action in only one game, and that game was against El Salvador. Did not play against Canada nor Honduras. Had to leave home because of those violations. And before that, if you guys didn't know, and if you were living under a rock, at Juventus, he actually violated some protocols there as well. Don't get me wrong, Weston does seem like the kid that, is a little hard-headed, and we all are. Obviously, we all are very hard-headed. We all have our demons. We have to exercise at times. But the kid, I'm a fan of him, and to see him make these decisions, these knucklehead decisions, it's kind of worrisome, to be honest. He is very young. He could clean this up, but what if this turns into something worse? What if this develops into something where he continues to make these decisions, head-scratching decisions, and, it becomes a part of his career? God forbid, right? But that happens. We've seen it with some soccer players. And all these distractions that we're talking about that have been happening these past couple weeks, these past couple months for Weston, seem that they've taken a toll on him and obviously are taking a toll on his performance on the field as well. He actually got the nod to start, guys. There was speculation that he was falling out of contention with Maxi Allegri since they did bring in that Locatelli kid. And obviously he was supposed to take over Weston McKennie's spot or something like that. But there was speculation that Weston had fallen out of the pecking order, and Maxi Allegri actually gave him the nod against Napoli. And let's be honest, Weston had a very bad game that day. He, I think, completed 17% of the passes that he attempted, and let's be honest, that's not good. At least not for a player that's supposed to, hold it down in the midfield and kind of create to a certain extent. Juventus looked disjointed in a whole, but Weston, in my opinion, these are the opportunities that you need to take and you need to ride with. Regardless if the team is not clicking, you need to find a way to take these opportunities and run with them. Show Maxi that you belong, that you can potentially be a solid provider, a solid pivotal piece to this team, for this team to be successful. And in my opinion, he didn't do that. He did the opposite against Napoli. As a matter of fact, I was surprised when he got to start, because Napoli is not a pushover team. Napoli is actually in contention for Serie A, to be the Serie A title holder. So when I heard him get the nod to start, I was excited, surprised a little bit. I said, okay, great. He could use this as a perfect opportunity to bounce back from the whole USMT situation and kind of get it going again. Find a way to, start the wheels again. But like I said, it was a complete opposite of that. Juventus is stacked in the midfield. Juventus is a stacked team. They have Locatelli, they have Ramsey, they have Betancourt, I believe they have Rabiot. I might be missing a couple players or another player, but they're stacked there. Worst case scenario now is, God forbid, Maxi Allegri says, you know what? I tried out Weston McKennie, didn't pan out, didn't do nothing for me, nothing much. You know what? Let's sit him for a couple games. Let's get other players in there, get other players some action. Let other players show me what they got. What if Weston rides the bench after this performance? Not saying that he is, not saying that he will, but what if he does? Does Triple G call him into camp? Does Triple G bring him in for that World Cup qualifier cycle window in October? Or does he leave him at Juve? These are the type of questions you got to ask. And I understand, Weston McKennie is a different type of player. Let's be honest. Weston McKennie is, if you were to ask me, the kid is irreplaceable in the midfield. I think you bring him in, he's too damn talented. Aside from Adams in the midfield, Weston McKennie is irreplaceable. You cannot replace this kid, and you cannot replace Tyler Adams. That's why you got to bring him in. And can the USMNT win without Weston? Obviously they can. They beat Honduras 4-1. They did tie with Canada 1-1, and that was all without Weston McKennie there. But this kid is too damn good to leave him out. And even if he's not panning out, he's not clicking, he's not performing at his club, you still got to bring him in. This guy's a leader. This guy's a leader of the locker room. Granted, I understand he made some issues and all that stuff, and those things need to be cleaned up. Kid needs to focus on soccer. Kid needs to focus on the field. Get away from those distractions off the field. Don't focus on that. Whatever happened, happened. It's in the past. What you need to do now is focus on the future. Don't take anything for granted, man, in my opinion. That's what I got to say. And, whatever opportunity you have with the USMNT, whether that's starting, whether that's coming off as a sub or on the damn bench, you take that and you run with it. Or Juventus as well. If you're starting, you're a sub, you take that and you run with it. There's a saying, it's not how you fall, but it's how you get back up, right? I think berhalter definitely needs to call him in, and if he doesn't call him in, then there's probably something worse at hand. You know, there's probably more turmoil that we don't know of, and yeah, but I don't want to speculate. I think Weston will definitely bounce back, whether that's with Juve or whether that's with the USMNT. This whole situation that happened is still a little raw, and it might still be lingering in his head. But overall, you know, I think if you give him a couple weeks, I think he'll focus on soccer. He'll definitely bounce back because he's the type of player. You could just tell by his swagger, his mentality. So do I think there's anything wrong with Weston? No. There's nothing wrong with Weston. Distractions happen. Everybody makes mistakes. Some of us make more than one mistake. It takes us a little longer to learn, and that's fine. That is fine. The kid is very young, 23 years old. He's going to learn. There's some growing pains. It comes with the territory. So I think he'll be all right. I think he'll definitely be all right. And I think he'll become that leader for us going forward. And my last opinion here, if Juve's not panning out for this kid, man, make a move. Juventus is nice. It's fantastic. It's a great club. But if it's stacked there and you're fighting, it's a dogfight to get freaking 15 minutes of playing time, make the move. It's not that hard. You're young. There's a lot of teams out there that will definitely come after you. And there was recent reports that Weston was potentially going to be on the move towards the end of the past transfer window, but nothing happened. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It definitely reaches more USMNT fans, more soccer fans out there. And obviously, you know, we want to get more fans up here. We want to get more USMNT fans. We want to convert more fans over to US soccer. And this is how we do it. By smashing that like button and hitting that subscribe button and clicking that notification bell, guys. Now, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.